Hey Farah, how you doing? So let's address one thing. So the first thing is about empathy. I get this a lot, and when you are an activist, you speak up for animals, and you are truly, well, not truly, but you obviously someone that truly care about having a positive impact for the animals. So my answer to that is I think that this human, your boyfriend doesn't need empathy towards him. It's animals that deserve empathy from him. Okay, so this is the answer that I usually give. People always say I don't have empathy, but then we are protecting someone that truly pays for animals to being killed, and you're saying I don't have empathy just because I put animal before someone fitness journey, we could say. So yeah, this is I think people is confused about my empathism. Yeah, definitely think people is confused. On the other side, we are definitely talking from a completely different standpoint, and I would like to correct yours because it's important that you don't go around giving people the wrong message about veganism. You said you went vegan first for the animals, and then it's for health, and this blows my mind. And here's why: because you cannot there is no moral obligation about being vegan for health. In fact, there's no real need to be 100% vegan in order to be healthy, and that's why usually the people that go back into eating animal products, or they say they're vegan, but in reality they're not vegan. It's because they are plant-based. If you're motivated to be vegan from a health perspective, you're just plant-based. And even people that are vegan 100%, like vegan because of health, it doesn't stand, because at the end of the day, you don't truly have to be vegan to be ever. You don't have to be 100% plant-based to be unhealthy in the vegan. So you don't have to be 100% plant-based to be healthy and healthy individual. So so the message then, being vegan for health, it doesn't make sense, really. And also, why I want you to change is because what you do is you're mixing two things that contradict each other, and it doesn't do well for the animals. It doesn't do well for the animals, because being plant-based for health is not a moral obligation. Being vegan is a moral obligation towards animals. So please, if you can start, promoting a plant-based diet for health instead of saying be vegan for health, that would be doing very good for the movement, because there is a lot of confusion around veganism, and this is why there's so much confusion, because people is mixing things like environment and health and animals all together, which is not. And again, the reason why it's not is simply because there is a moral obligation to have zero animal exploitation in your lifestyle if you're vegan for the animal, and on the other side there is not this moral obligation for environmental and health issues. So for the things that the thing that you said that have had more impact on people by having this gentle approach, usually that's a feeling of someone who is not an activist and is just and is just playing around and having conversations with the parents and family and friends, because in most cases these people is not vegan, they don't care about animals, and so you have this feeling that you be better by being kind of gentle and guiding them by the hand. And I'm not saying you're not doing good, but that's not activism. When you actually do activism, you know, the different, this is the different, and it is a different point of view as well. Like, you're just talking with people around you, right? When you do activism, you talk with thousands of people, and when you talk with thousands of people, and the message is, if you're not vegan, you are an animal abuser, that, you know, that's what you do. And the people need to understand that, because that's important. You know, whether people then care or not and go vegan or not, they will still have to embrace this message in which they realize they're doing something wrong, and something wrong is happening because of their action. So now, is people going vegan? Is people going to reduce? This is up to them. We cannot control it, but that doesn't mean that, oh, you don't want to be vegan, then why don't you do it for the environment? You know, you are kind of, what you're doing is it's saying that animals are not that important. It's not that important to go vegan because of animals. So let's talk about this other thing. So again, no. I think it's the wrong way of, if you do care about animals, then it's wrong. Like, this is what, even with the people around me, like, I just push the ethics all the time. Even if they don't vegan, if the argument comes up again, I will push the ethics again. I don't go into health, I don't go into environment. And people still have the same kind of the same reaction that I have with you. You know, they will make some progress. They will start eating a bit more plant-based. So I think it's kind of wrong from your side to think that your data are somewhat valid when it comes to broad activism, because you're just talking about friends and family. And again, that's not doing activism. That's not like trying to change the world. It's part of the change, of course, like, you know, good job on, you know, whatever you're doing, but yeah. And if people that realize, yeah, but it's not about calling, you know, here's the thing, it's not about calling them animal abuser. There are animal abusers, you know, like, trust me, girl, like, be stronger, all right? Be fucking stronger. Now, do your thing, but I don't like people trying, sorry, I'm a little bit upset now, but I don't like people try to bring down what is the real issue and what's actually activism is about. You know, like, okay, do your thing if you want, but your approach is just you not being a soldier. It's just you being weak and accepting society doing the wrong thing and trying to kind of manipulate it there. It's not like that. There is indeed going to be a line between good and bad. And, you know, it's like, I don't know. It's like accepting any other kind of crime within society just because, let's say child abuser, rapists, and criminals, psychopath. Oh, but you know, they have trauma, you know, just let them be a little bit more. They might change, you know, don't give them death row, don't put them into jails. Maybe they'll go to a psycho. No, fuck that. They go to jail, stay in jail. You're wrong. You know, I don't care about what trauma you have. What we care about is the victim, not the abuser.